that lets you save.
Look here.
True Form Life.
Green look on it.
I always expected a lot of customer service, and at least to me, it doesn't even feel like it's a lot. Like, it feels like common sense, or it feels like common courtesy.
Welcome to Exploring Mind and Body with Drew Tadia. Drew is an expert in nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, and more. And he wants to help you live a healthier, longer, and more active life. Now here's your host, Drew Tadia.
Welcome to another edition of nationally syndicated Exploring Mind and Body. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our True Form Life community, wherever you may be listening. Today, I want to talk about customer service. I know it's not like a super sexy topic. It's not like a hot topic that everybody's talking about, but it's something that I'm passionate about, and I want to share my thoughts with you to maybe give you a different perspective, or at least to shine some light on the importance of customer service, maybe what you could expect or should expect, and as a business owner, what you can offer as well. So sit back and enjoy. We got all that coming up.
This is Exploring Mind and Body. Naturally improve your lifestyle one show at a time with your host, Drew Tadia.
All right, so let's jump into the whole customer service realm. So first of all, let me say, here's what I was thinking, is that if you run a business in any market that I can think of, and you were to choose one thing to stand out, one thing to specialize in, one thing to be like, hey, these guys got it together, it would be customer service without question. But I got to take a step back. Of course, we got to look at quality. It's like far too many companies have low quality, cheap products. And it's like, how can you have your product is everything. Like, we understand at True Form the products that we develop and design, they speak for our company. So we stand behind every single one of our products. We guarantee our products. If they aren't something that our customers appreciate, then we give them their money back. We do that with our program. We did we're in the middle of a 30-day fitness challenge, and we said, if you don't, after the 30 days, aren't happy with the results that you get from our program, we will give you 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked. We'll give you the package came with products. It came with bonuses. It came with support, of course, all the time and effort that we put in. We said, if you're not happy with the service and the results that we tried to get you, then you can have your money. That's it, your money back. And here's the thing is, like, when I first thought of that, and I was like, that is a bold statement. Is that too much? Like, is that too much to ask of ourselves? The only stipulation there is that they had to show up. Like, you got to show up. You can't just sign up for a program and then ghost and we never see you. You don't work out. So we said, you got to show up for live workouts. You got to show up for the mastermind. If you're putting the time and effort in to our program and you're not seeing the results you're looking for, 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked. And that's like, every company should do that. If every company did that, well, most companies would be out of business. But if every company did that, or let's say they had to do that hypothetically, then the quality of products will be so much better, because you guarantee your product. There's so many cheap companies out there that just have low quality products, and they're like, nah. And of course, there's no customer service. So if you don't know how to use it, you can't really call anyone. There's no one to talk to. There's no one to help you out. And it's this dark hole of confusion after you buy a product from someone and there's no customer service. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. Like, for me, customer service has always been important, and I'm not quite sure why. I haven't really dug deep and looked at my past, but I always expected a lot of customer service. And at least to me, it doesn't even feel like it's a lot. Like, it feels like common sense, or it feels like common courtesy that every once in a while you send a thank you card, or someone, like, you go live and you say thank you to your audience. You show your appreciation. You show your gratitude. You say please and thank you. We often do little gifts. We do Christmas cards. I'll call our customers and I'll say, hey, thanks for your order. It's kind of funny because a lot of people are like, we know how businesses work. Like in most cases, the only time a business really reaches out if they want to sell something to you. So sometimes I'll reach out to our customers and say, hey, how you doing? How's the product going? And they'll get a little bit nervous or be like, fine, I don't need to order product right now. And I'm like, that's great. But that's not why I'm messaging you or calling you. I'm just asking if everything's going okay and if you have any questions with the product. That's customer service. And to me, that's like, I feel like everyone should do that. I really do. And I don't think that's extraordinary. I don't think that's going above and beyond. But because customer service is so, like, the customer service experience for most companies is so low, like the bar is so low, you can do anything to stand out. That's what I'm saying to business owners here. Like if you were to pick something, and for me, like we put in that extra time and effort, we really do. And you know what the thing is, some people will never be grateful. That's all there is to it. Some people are entitled. You could bend over backwards for them. You could do everything possible, and then one little tiny thing happens and they complain, or one little tiny thing happens and they don't want to be your customer anymore. So you put all this time and effort into them and they're like, oh, this happened, I'm going to the box store, or the box store's cheaper, I don't need you anymore. And like, that's business, right? Like we understand that. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt a little bit or it doesn't sting, but that's just how people are. We know that. We've been in business for, at least at the time of this recording, for 12 years now. So I know a little bit about people and how business works. And I still feel like I say 12 years, that's a long time to do anything. But the thing is, when I say 12 years, it's 12 years of full time. Like I've been doing this full time. Before that, I traveled the world. I played professional baseball, and that's what I did. Like baseball was my life. I did everything baseball. I did everything training, nutrition, everything was centered around. So when I say 12 years, I traveled for 10 years, another 12 years in business alone. That's full time. It's not like a lot of people dabble, or a lot of people have, it's a hobby, or they have a full-time job and then they're, quote, air quotes, their business, which is a hobby because it doesn't make any money and they put very little effort in, especially customer service, and their products aren't that great quality because they don't have time to put all the time and effort it takes into developing quality products along with good customer service. Then people are like, oh, I've been doing this for 25 years. And like, oh, I thought you were a mechanic for 20 years. Right? But at any rate, when I say, I feel like 12 years in a business is a long time, especially, like, I think it's 3 years. It's drastically, there's like a huge drop in businesses not making it to 3 years or year 3. And then it drops even higher around year 5. And we went through all that. We dealt with all that failure, way more failure than success, but we're still here. We're still doing what we do, and we're getting better. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. Like I feel like I'm just I'm always learning brand new things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how come I never learned that before? How come I never knew that? Why didn't someone teach me or say something? But you know what the thing is that we live in this crazy world of technology, and it's easier to get information, which is good and bad. If it's easier to get information, that means it's easier to get bad or low quality information, just like products. Like you can get products at the click of a button. You can use your Google or Alexa home, and you can use your voice to order products on Amazon, or whatever. Like, it's so easy to order products now, which is kind of convenient, but you're also a little bit in trouble because at any point in time, anyone could come out with a product or service and it could be absolute garbage because it's so easy to bring products to market now. Like, everyone's a business owner, right? Like, I own my own business, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, what's your business name? And they're like, oh, well, it's this business. I'm like, oh, what products did you develop? And they're like, oh, actually, I didn't develop any products. I'm like, oh, well, what's your logo? What logo do you have what's your brand name, or what's your corporation? Like, it's like silence, right? I just think it's funny. Like, it's so different. If you run your own business, you develop your own products and you build from the ground up, that's running a business. It's not running a business if you're selling someone else's products. At any point in time, if that business says you're not selling my products anymore, then you lose your business, right? It's not a business. You're selling someone else's products as an affiliate. I feel like people should be more clear around that because I feel like it's a bit, give those of us that built the business from the ground up, it offers a bit of a disservice, or waters what we've done, waters down. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think everyone should have a side hustle, or everyone should maybe turn that affiliate job into the job of their dreams, which is super difficult. Like, those people that are successful selling someone else's product as an affiliate, like, they are absolute rock stars. There is no other way to put it. They are absolutely amazing at what they do. If you think about that for a second, usually it's like 5 to 8%. Like 5 to 8% commission they receive from selling someone else's product. That means, of course, you have to take into account how much the margin is, or how much it costs to produce the product. But usually the owners of the business, they're making a substantial amount of money, much higher than 5%, obviously, or they wouldn't have a business. So if you're on each sale, if you're making that business, if you're making yourself, let's say let's get crazy and say 8%, which would be high. You're making 8% yourself. That business is making way more. So if you turn yourself into a full-time affiliate, or you can call yourself a business owner if you want, doesn't change my life. But if you go and make that full-time as an affiliate, selling for someone else, and you bring in enough money to pay rent, pay your bills, put food on your table, you're an absolute rock star, because that percentage is so low. You have to sell a ton of product. You have to. There's no other way. Which is why, like, I don't really feel that model works. Unfortunately, like, they do a great job of getting people in, and then they put the bonuses like higher, right? Like the first month is like 20%, and we'll give you a free bag and some makeup, or a bunch of swag, right? And then they make it easy for you to, and it is easier because you sign up some friends, and it's like you're new to this business, and you're excited and you're passionate, so you sign up a bunch of friends, and then you get huge commission, and then they send you on a trip to some exotic place, and then you're sold forever on this company, right? And then the next week or the next month, whatever it is, they drop your commission down to half of that, and then half of that, and then your regular commission is what it is, probably 5% in most cases. And then from there, you have to grind to reach out past your comfort zone, past your community of friends and family that's already signed up under you. And then one person kind of says, I don't want to do this anymore, you got to figure out how to fill that leg again. Obviously I'm talking about the multi-level thing, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's so difficult doing that thing. Like, it's so difficult going down that road. But at any rate, like in any regards of, if you're an affiliate marketer, or if you're selling someone else's product, you have to offer that customer service. That customer service means absolutely everything to continue to keep customers. Like, we say, we're in the business of keeping customers for life. Without question, that's our goal. And it is a bit like, we're not a huge business. Like, we're growing, and I'm super happy with our growth and where we're at, and how quickly we are moving forward and doing new things in our products. Like, but we're not a huge business, and I'm okay with that. But the thing is that if you're looking at doesn't matter what type of business you are, what type of business you have to offer that quality customer service. And we say we're working towards customers for life. That doesn't mean we're trying to like make people buy from us forever. When I say that, I mean my goal is to offer enough quality products and enough quality service that you want to come back, that you're like, that product works. I need that product in my life. That service is amazing. I want to keep using those services that they offer. And I mean, that's all there is to it. Of course, like, if we've been working for someone for quite some time, weeks or months, or not weeks, probably like years, and they're like, oh, I'm going to go off on my own now. It stings a little bit. Like, it's business, but it's also personal. We're very close with our customers, and we say they're more like friends. The worst advice I ever got was keep your friends and customers separate. Like, our customers, they are the reason we're able to live the life of our dreams. I love my life. I wish I could pause it at times. I love the business. If I was a billionaire and I had nothing to do, I would do this for free. I mean, nothing to do. If I didn't need to make any income, I would continue to do exactly what I do for free. And I think that's a powerful statement, to be like, I'm in a place exactly where I want to be. And that's because of our customers, which is why wouldn't you offer that quality customer service? Why wouldn't you thank your customers every chance you get? I feel like we give away more free product than you could possibly imagine. Birthdays, if you're on our email list, and you put your birthday code in, we give you a percentage off of your next order. If you are in any of our groups, our private groups, you post your order in our group, we put your name into a draw for a free price. We do everything we possibly can. Right now we're doing 12 days of Magmas and we're giving away a free product every single day for 12 days. And all you have to do is participate. It could be invite a friend to the group, or post a picture on answer this question, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just minimal participation and free products. And we like to do that. We want to do that. We want to thank our community. We want to thank our people for being customers and for ordering from us. And the other thing is we're so grateful. I can't possibly express how grateful we are to our customers. There's so many businesses out there, and we know that there's so many products, there's so many services. And I don't believe there's a company out there that does exactly what we do in the way we do it. Obviously not, because every single person is different, but they're similar. And you can get similar products, you can get cheaper products. And I just think out of all the places that people could go to buy, they choose us. And sometimes I'm beside myself. I'm like, wow, that was a big order, or wow, that person's been with us for a long time. I'm so grateful for those people that stick with us and appreciate what we do, and they understand. We have people that, they write really nice notes for us. We actually had someone, Joyce, she had 2 calves, and she named one Dorothy and she named one Drew. I thought that was so cool. It's just those little things that when our customers show appreciation. Someone dropped a bottle of MCT oil, and she dropped the bottle, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so upset. I dropped this ball. It rolled out of my car, and she didn't specifically ask for it to be replaced. But I thought, that's the worst thing. You're excited to use a product. It rolls out. It breaks. Of course that costs us money on the back end, but it costs us more to find new customers than it does to keep a customer. And I don't think there was 100% expectation there. And she was so grateful. She wrote us a little handwritten note. Take a step back. I replaced the bottle. I said, hey, just come back. We'll give you a brand new bottle, and you're on your way. So the next day she shows up with this handwritten note, a loaf of sourdough bread. And it was delicious, first of all. And it was just so thoughtful. She didn't have to do that. She could have been one of those people that were entitled, oh, you should replace this for me, or ungrateful. Or, those, earlier I talked about some of those people you literally bend over backwards for. And I'm kind of at a point, we still do that a little bit, but I'm kind of at a point where I'm not really interested in that, because you attract the wrong type of customers. That's the problem. The problem is that if you bend over backwards for people that don't appreciate it, or if you go above and beyond and they're not grateful for doing that, then they're always going to expect more, and they're never going to be happy with your service. So for me, it's what am I wasting my time for? I have a limited amount of time. Why wouldn't I spend it on someone that's willing to be thankful and show up with a loaf of bread, or a handwritten note, or a simple thank you? We send out Christmas cards. We send out Christmas cards to all of our clients, everyone that ordered in the last year. And it's just a nice gesture to say thank you. It's not a sales pitch. It's not order our products. It's not a discount coupon. It's just thank you. This is our family. We appreciate you choosing us. That's it. And that takes time. It takes time to put you got to print the labels out, and then you got to put the stamps on. The stamps are $1. The cards and envelopes are $1. It's not cheap, and if someone says sends it takes 2 seconds out of your time, thanks for the card, that really means a lot. It does, because of all the time and effort we put in. Someone designed that card, someone on our team designed that card. We ordered that card. We paid for that card. You stuffed the envelope. You printed out the address. You put the stamp on that. It all takes time, and time is our most important thing in all of our lives. That And like when you have kids, or I think when you have kids, you realize that the most. And then when people maybe pass away, or you don't get a chance to spend as much time with people in your life as you would like to, like you realize how important time is. Time is absolutely everything. So for someone like that, of course, that takes time out of our life. So if someone just takes a few minutes and says, a few seconds and says, thanks for the card, that really means a lot to us. But that's that customer service I'm talking about in return. Because most people don't, which makes it extraordinary. Like most people won't spend the time to write a handwritten card. Most people won't take a couple seconds to say thanks for the card. And I would like to believe that people, we get pictures. Like we get pictures of people throwing it up on their fridge or put it on their bulletin board. I would hope that most people don't just throw it in the garbage, but that's really not for me to say. Like you do the best you can in every situation and you try to let go of the rest. But it's not like we don't take anything personally. We're human beings too. And like I say, like our business is growing rapidly as fast as I can carry it. And it's really cool to see and actually think about the future. And like, we're not going to be so involved. Like I stepped away from orders, and I used to do orders, and I used to know exactly who ordered and what they ordered. And now I'm like, I have to ask our assistant, like, hey, what did so-and-so order? Because so many orders are coming through. There's no way, like I can't keep track of all of them, or I don't actually personally see them come in. Now my role has changed a little bit. We're working on a different program, and we've been putting a lot of time and effort into our fitness program actually. And we're running this 30-day challenge. And on top of that, we revamped our online program, which is based around at-home workouts, customized meal plan, support, accountability. I've been making more phone calls with people to help them with accountability, more personalization. Like we've been offering more to those people in our life that use our services and products, and which means we have less time in other areas. So for me, I have less time to do orders, for example. But doesn't mean I don't appreciate the orders any less, or I don't appreciate the people in our life. It's that energy has been directed somewhere else. But then the next stage is you got to hire someone to do some customer service, because I'm doing coaching calls. If I'm doing coaching calls all day, who's going to do the customer service? So, and then if my assistant over there, he's designing different web pages and he's handling the back end of orders, who's going to do that? Like who's going to be there for customer service for when questions come in and offering help at different levels? And then you got to find a coach. Like you got to find someone that can handle customer service and do a great job of that. Then on top of that, we got to looking for another coach, because we got so many clients coming in. There's only so many phone calls I can make a day. So you got to bring in another coach, but that coach has got to have the same values as you do. They got to teach and train the same way you do. And they have to offer that extra little bit that we always do. We always try to go above and beyond. So finding that is going to be the next challenge that we got to deal with. Because if there's one thing that I never want to take a step back on, or I never want to negotiate on, it's customer service. Of course, that goes back to the beginning when I said quality products. You have to have quality products. And once you have a quality product, once you know they work, then you can specialize in other areas. Like we chose customer service because that means so much to me personally. I always expect high customer service, and you rarely see it. Like sometimes I'll say to my wife, I'll say, hey, that's really good customer service. So she'll say, and I'm like, you're right. Like that's amazing. And that's should be normal in my opinion. Like it should be normal for everyone to have great customer service, but they don't. So you could do very little things to offer really good customer service. But those are my thoughts on the subject. Everyone has different thoughts on the subject. A lot of people don't care about customer service. Like they just want to click. Like Amazon's obviously $1 billion company, and if people didn't just want a cheap product with one click, then they wouldn't be $1 billion company. Walmart, the same difference. IKEA, like these are huge companies that make billions of dollars, and in most cases they have low quality products, which is a bit odd, and they have no customer service. So I suppose if I were to take a step back, or if I started from the beginning, I would say that to be a small business and not import cheap products from China that are going to break and end up in the landfill, you got to have good products and you got to have good customer service, in my opinion. And the people stand out in other areas. Like I follow this one guy, and he has really good. He's really good in sales. He's got a whole sales team. They're a multi-million-dollar company. And I feel like in a lot of ways they don't do a good job. Like I'll ask a question on their social media page, or I'm in a private group and they won't really answer. I don't think that they have really good customer service, but they have great sales, like great sales, and they teach other businesses how to create sales. So obviously they're doing a good job, but they don't, like in my opinion, they don't have that customer service. But you don't need, like, I guess you don't need it, right? Like I said, it's rare. This is just my opinion of, if you want to stand out, if you want to be different, you've got to add that extra customer service, because people are going to go somewhere else to find it. I also think the world is kind of transitioning a bit. At least that's my hope. I feel like they're transitioning more towards local, more towards small business. People are looking more for made in your area, or homemade or handmade. I think that's what I feel, and I really hope that's the case. I don't know. Of course, those big businesses, like you had like Facebook just laid off a ton of people. I'm pretty sure Amazon did too. I'm not sure. Like I feel like there's a big shift happening, and I'm hoping there's a big shift in people's opinions around services and what you offer, and quality and value. So at any rate, that's what I have to share with you today. Like I said, we are doing more work around our at-home workouts and fitness routines. If you want any details, feel free to shoot me a message. We do have a 2-week offer right now, absolutely free. There's no contingencies. There's no strings attached. It's just we want to give you a chance to check out our program. And we do online workouts. I do 3 lives a week. We do meal planning. We do accountability calls. So you'll have one onboarding call. So I'll jump on the phone with you, and we'll talk for maybe 15, 20 minutes, just go over some of your goals. It's not a hard sales pitch. We don't believe in that at all in any way. All this is a conversation of how we can help, and we explain the process and the program. You're in there for 2 weeks. So we have the onboarding call. You get in the group, you get a meal plan, you get the workouts. We got a text group, and that text group isn't spammy either. All that is remember to get your water in today, or make sure you're putting in the time. Make sure you're putting in the time and effort to make it happen. Like whatever it is, like get some extra sleep in, or go to bed early tonight, read a book, like just little things like that. Because, and we also ask people not to participate or not to answer in that text group. It's more as a reminder, and I send that out personally. Because when people participate in those text groups, it's like they go like bonkers, and then people get annoyed by the conversations and they can't keep up. I don't like them personally, and it sounds like when we polled our audience, our audience mostly doesn't really enjoy it that much either. So you get the text group, and then we do once a week, we do a mastermind group. So everyone gets together on camera, we ask questions, have conversations, and that's what it looks like. So if you guys are interested in that, shoot us a message. We're at trueformlife.com. You can reach us out there. And we're on every social media platform, TikTok, Facebook, IG. If you want some help getting on track, all you got to do is shoot us a message and let us know how we can help, and we'll get you in there. No, like I said, no strings attached. You can try the group if you like it. I talked to a lady today, and she says, well, what's the catch? She said, how do you make money? You're a business. And I said, look, we have products, we have services. We just want to show you what we do. Like, that's how much we believe in our product, that we're willing to give it away for free. And if you like what we do, then maybe you sign up with us. Maybe you sign up with us, or maybe you buy some of our products. That's it. And she's like, oh, well, that's pretty simple, right? Like, we don't have like this long drawn out process of trying to get you to buy all these elaborate types of things. Like, we do holistic health. That's what we do. We've been doing it for 12 years. That's what we specialize in. We help people get on track and live healthy. And we're excited about these next couple of months to come. We got some revamping, not rebranding, just revamping. And we're fixing, like, we're in a stage now where I really want to clean up everything that we're doing. I want to improve. I want to dissect. I want to fix some of our labels. I want to fix some of our products. We're going to discontinue selling some of our products that don't really sell that well, so we can put more time and effort into the products that are doing well. So at any rate, super excited. I'm happy that you guys are here with us, and couldn't be more grateful for your support. Those of you that listen to the show, and whether you're new or have been listening for years, we couldn't be here without you. So that's it. That's all I got. I'm out of here. As always, I'm your host, Drew Tadia, in health and fitness for a better world. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Exploring Mind and Body with Trueform Life's Drew Tadia, fitness expert. To find out more about the show, Drew Tadia, or to listen to past shows, visit exploringmindandbody.com.